Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today it's another windy day in Pennsylvania, but I wanted to show you what I have done this week to stock up for an emergency or stock up for my prepper pantry. I used to call these videos stock with me, like stockpile this, stockpile that for my prepper pantry, and I still call it that, but I feel like it's more relatable if it's preparing for an emergency or just preparing for the unknown, honestly. So when I started approaching preparedness, I didn't call it that. It was just little hacks here and there as a mother that I wanted to implement into my life to make things easier for the unknown, the unpredictable. And that could go drastically, like an entire grid down situation, or it could just be, hey, we're out and about and we forgot a diaper or something like that. So this is specific to me, but I feel like it can be relatable, and it's something that I like to practice every single week. So we have a few different things for our home that we like to stock up on, and we like to do it on a budget, and we try and keep our health in mind. So I'm going to get you turned around and show you what I stocked up on, and I think it can be helpful for just about anyone. If you are new here, hi, hello. My name is Tori. I am a wife, mother to 4, and I stay home and make videos all about being prepared on a budget. We like to keep it pretty realistic and pretty positive. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely hit the subscribe button. Let me know some things that you like to prepare in your home for any emergency, and let me know how often you do it if you feel comfortable sharing that information. Okay, the first thing I got, first priority, is always going to be water. So for my water, I get that from a spring, and these water storage cubes are really helpful for transport. I don't typically like to store them in here, but sometimes we go through this. This is drinking water. I wouldn't really use this to, flush toilets or give to the animals or anything like that, just because it's quality water. It comes from a spring. I find all of my water springs at findaspring.com, and it's really easy to look up in your area. So these are nice because there's no room for error. If you are up there and you're bringing glass growlers, I mean, maybe it's just me being clumsy and with all the kids, it's possible that they'll crack. And also, growlers are really awkward to carry because they have that little handle on it sometimes. I like to take this type of water jug, bring it up with me, and then siphon it in to the glass and store it that way. That's just my preference, but you can do whatever you want. You could also put them in mason jars if you wanted. And these are super inexpensive. To fill up 4 of them, it's $1.25. And sometimes those natural springs are free. It just depends where you are. The one flaw of the spring, and maybe I'm just complaining, it's always very busy, so it's really tricky to get into the parking lot. It's a very small parking lot, so sometimes you have to wait, but sometimes you go and people are filling up a lot of water, which is totally fine. I'm all for people getting clean, natural water. I do have many ways to filter water, and we talk about that a lot on the channel. Reverse osmosis, unfortunately, is going to strip your water of essential minerals, so you should be adding some sort of mineral source. I have those linked in my description box if you ever want to know what I add, but you could add trace minerals to your reverse osmosis water or whatever water that you filter, or you could do a Find a Spring. This is state regulated, which has its flaws, but it is regulated weekly, so you can look into what bacteria and what heavy metal traces are there. Usually the bacteria is 0, and there might be traces of other things, but I trust the source, and I'm happy that this is within a driving distance for us. Okay, and this was earlier in the week, but I did get this dish warming tray. I will have it linked for you. I'm excited about this. I feel like everyone I know has one of these for the holidays, but then I realized that this is an item with multiple uses, and I'm a fan of any gadget that can do that. I'm excited to use this for drying my herbs, and I know that sounds a little strange, so hear me out. You can put it on a parchment-lined baking sheet and put your herbs from the garden. I have some hydroponic herbs starting right now, and I'm so excited. But after I'm done with them, I like to use them for medicinal purposes or in the kitchen, and it's great to have them in a dehydrated sense. So this warming tray acts as that, and it just slowly dries it out. You could of course use it to, warm your food, or you could use it to proof bread, but I think it's pretty incredible. So again, I'll have it linked, but this is something that you can use in your generator in case of an emergency. So another one of those gadgets. Alrighty, there might be some background noise, I apologize, but this is my garage and my little counter with some root cellar veggies happening. Mason jars are a staple. I try and stock up on them like every other week because I'm utilizing them. I use mason jars for everything, mainly food storage, and if I am canning and using that can, I typically can use the same lid. I know that's controversial, so do your own research, but stocking up on lids and rings I do as well, but not as frequently as glass jars. I use them so often, and I also collect any glass jar that we use in food storage up there, like pasta jars are a great one. Sometimes you can get Atlas mason jars from those pasta jars, and then peanut butter jars we use are glass, and I just clean them out and I use them for other things to store. I know it can be bulky, but it's really important for me to use glass instead of plastic, but we're not perfect. And then this is the jar sealer that I've been trying out. It is just chargeable, so you are going to stick that onto your jar if you're storing dry goods, and you can use the attachments that they come with. They also make ones that just attach to the actual lid itself. These are nice though to have for dry goods, and they come in different sizes here, and it just sucks all the air out of there. You could use an oxygen absorber if you wanted, but these are great for dry goods like grains, and you could do rice in here. And it also comes with some of these vacuum sealed bags, and it also does that too with the tubing. So I like that. I like having this, and I will have this linked in the description box. Another one we stocked up on this week are these air filters, and they're just replacement filters for our actual air filter here. We like having this, and we use this one in the kitchen, and as you can see, it just kind of slides out of this area here, and then you just change them out whenever you need a new one. So if you're not using an air filter, maybe 2026 can be your year, because it's really helpful with just about anything. It just turned on and registered that this was sitting on top of it, but it's nice to have the replacement filters. So I'll show you what they look like. Very, very simple. So it just looks like this, very easy and nice to have as a backup. Baby noises are always the cutest in these videos. Another one I stocked up on is going to be canned food. So I have garbanzo beans here and I have lentils. These change every single week though. I like to have canned food, but of course I also have my home canned food, and it really just varies on your household and what you want to be bringing in. Sorry about the background noise. That's typically how it's going to go in this house from here on out. But lentils are great to have, and if you look at the nutrient facts, we have 7 grams of protein, and you really can't beat that. Garbanzo beans are going to be 6, but these two are powerhouses for nutrition. Another one I stocked up on are some tallow soap and some electrolytes. When I talk about stocking up, sometimes you can use it for your 2-year pantry or your indefinite pantry, but sometimes these are items that have multiple uses that I can use throughout the month to get me by, to stretch. So these tallow soaps are concentrates, and they're really helpful to have because you can use them for dishwashing liquid, you can use them for hand soap, you could use it for shampoo, you could use it in your laundry, just about anything. I usually get the unscented, but this week I wanted to go with something different. So I got vanilla coconut and orange citrus. And it's nice because it does have the ingredients you need to get things clean. So there's cold extracted olive oil, unrefined coconut oil, MCT oil, there's vanilla essential oil, and that is for the actual smell itself. But then you can add these to just about anything to get things clean. You could also use it as a fruit and veggie wash. I am an affiliate with Papa Bear, so I will link that in the description box down below. But they have so many products on their website that help for multiple uses. I love the packaging. Everything is stored in glass, and there's just some mindful production behind this company, and I love for what they stand for. So really enjoying that. And then of course, just ingredients. I got the Blue Hawaiian electrolytes. I don't have a code or anything. I just really enjoy this. I like to have electrolytes. You could of course have coconut water on hand in your prepper pantry, but these are great because they're shelf stable, and you could transfer these to the glass jar, suck all the air out, and you would be good to go for a little bit. I really love the Blue Hawaiian, but they have so many flavors that are pretty delicious, and electrolytes are very important to me, especially as a postpartum mother. But you know, they're great for anybody. If you have any ailments, I suggest looking at your hydration, your water, how you're getting your water, and you're adding to your water. Oftentimes, I'm not drinking just plain water. I'm adding different things to it to, I guess, make it a little better. So yes, this was helpful this week. I love having this on hand. It just helps me feel a little bit more prepared, and hopefully it does for you too. All right, here's one that I didn't expect to link, but it's a repurchase of mine. There are these candles, and these are for the holiday season, but I might just leave them in there for the winter season. They're battery operated. I'll show you. They just slide off here. And I really love them. They have this that needs to be pointed towards the light, and that's the sensor. So it comes on whenever it's dark out, and it surprisingly gives a lot of light, and they're non-LED, which I really enjoy. I am not a fan of LED. I am slowly but surely trying to transfer that out of our lives. It's terrible for your vision. But anyways, I have these in all the windows, and they're just nice to have, and they create this ambiance. So I'm going to call them great for an emergency because light is so important. And I know a lot of us have experienced power outages recently, and some of us weren't prepared, and my heart goes out to you. I myself am not perfect, but I am faithful, and I am very steadfast in my beliefs that I am prepared for a little bit of time at least, and that's something that I'm happy to share with you. So anyways, yes, light, water, food, obviously all important. Warmth during this season, so you need to be thinking of that as well. Alrighty, my friends, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope this inspired you to get some things for your home to be prepared for any emergency. Again, I would love to know what you like to prepare for during the week, and let me know how frequently you do it. I feel like the community down in our comment section is so very positive and so helpful. And if you are new to all of this and want some tips and tricks, definitely ask some questions in the comment box, and I will try my best to get back to you. With the holiday season coming up, I am wishing Merry Christmas to everyone out there, or whatever you celebrate during this season, and I hope you're well wherever you are. Stay cozy, stay prepared, and as always, stay adventurous and stay creative. Bye, y'all.
Dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark. I don't mind the rain, bringing life back. We can breathe again when dealing with the pain. No, I don't mind the rain. And ooh, that's the way it goes. Life will teach you what you need to know. And ooh, like a river flows, life will take you where you need to go. With eyes that's been through life, it's so much easier to see who I am and who I wanna be. No, getting old don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will. Like climbing up the steepest hill. But truth can be a bitter pill. Ooh, that's the way it goes. Life will teach you guess you're what you need to know.